So after watching India throughout the series, there are a few things that seem not to be going quite right with the seam bowling department. Firstly, I don't think India's seamers are as fit as the English seamers. It's something that Robin Uthappa actually commented upon in his podcast, that he felt that England have found a way of rehabbing fast bowlers so they can bowl long spells at a good pace. Whilst it may just be dumb luck that Akashdeep went down injured, and Bumrah is coming back from an injury himself, but for me they just didn't keep up their speeds over a long period of time, even at Lords. Additionally, we had Nitish Reddy going down with a knee injury, and Siraj, with all of his heart and effort and unluckiness, just hasn't been able to step up consistently, and that's been a big issue for India, as the bite in that seam bowling department just isn't there. Secondly, where actually are all the fast bowlers? It's a country of over 1 billion people. Surely there should be some guys who can play test matches and bowl at 140 kilometers an hour. No disrespect to Kambodge, but I think there should be other guys ahead of him in the pecking order. We are a long way away from the Kohli era where we had the likes of Shami, Bumrah, Ishan and Umesh Yadav, but I think the talent is there. I just think it's been mismanagement or a lack of foresight. You had Kamlesh Nagarkoti and Shivam Mavi, who burst onto the scene in the 2018 Under-19 World Cup, with Shubman Gill also playing in that tournament, and both have been played by injury. And it's not entirely their fault they haven't kicked on. Also, you have the pace sensation Mayank Yadav, whose injuries have massively curtailed him. But it's not the individual injuries that concern me, as that can happen. It's the planning. You know you have tours of England and Australia coming up, where seam bowling is crucial. But even in India A tours and the like, India just haven't been able to call upon the reserve of fast bowlers who can bowl quick. And I think there should have been more planning to say that we need 4 or 5 faster bowlers who can be at test match level, and let's do everything we can to get them playing tests, much like England do. As England always have a battery of seamers who can bowl 90 mile an hour. Tongue, Archer, Wood, Stone, Overton. So when there are injuries, there's players that can come in to fill that role. I don't see who's doing that planning for India. Perhaps it's because of the IPL and seamers don't need to play test cricket. So why risk your body unless you're generally the best and going to play? And perhaps with Bumrah and Siraj, they feel like it's not worthwhile. However, in India's defence, they have tried Prasidh Krishna. He's been the guy that they've looked to, but he's only had 2 opportunities before being axed, and we've seen that Bazball can take apart the best bowlers, so I think it's unlucky that he didn't get more of a chance. But for me, what India actually need to do is 1, identify bowlers, and these should be bowlers who have the tools to play test match cricket. Bowlers who can bowl quickly and have an ancillary skill, be it seam movement, swing or accuracy, that makes them a real threat. And secondly, you have to do everything you can to get them playing for India in test matches and in long form games. It's that simple, and I just feel that India have missed a trick by not doing that sooner, and perhaps this tour will be a good lesson going forward in trying to get back to that Kohli era where you have a battery of seamers. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and do you think I'm right?